This week we went over many different types of short stories that could be considered beautiful. The first few short stories that we read were over sticky situations that people had to deal with in life: divorce, not fitting in with your family, a death of a loved one, and even not being accepted by others from the way you look. These, if you looked at them in a real life perspective, wouldn't be considered beautiful because they're complete hardships. People don't like to go through those. But oftentimes hardships are what make people who they are. Without the hardships and without our past, we wouldn't be the person that we are today. And that taking beauty away from those situations is one of the best things that you can do. The second two stories we looked at were Revelation by Flannery O'Connor and Evil Allures But God Endures by Leo Tolstoy. I really liked these two stories. They were probably my favorites for the week, especially Tolstoy's and O'Connor's. I liked them both, but anyway, Tolstoy's was the fact that Alab was trying to follow the devil. He did not want to follow his master, even though his master seemed perfect. He wanted to try to fool him, and he broke the legs of his most famous ram, his most prized possession, when the master was having visitors over. And instead of getting angry like everybody predicted the master to do, he showed grace towards Alab and humbleness. And the devil that was looking upon him, looking upon this event, just sunk to the ground because he was destroyed and he was defeated. And that's one of the best things, because we know that God is always on our side. And the beautiful part of that story is the story in itself. The master portrayed Jesus in this whole story, which is incredible and beautiful in itself. And not only was it the God factor, but it was also about morals and values, and how no matter what, in any situation, we can show grace and humility and the things that people don't expect you to do that will change your life forever if you act like that. The second story from O'Connor was a really good one also, because it talked a lot about hypocrisy, which is what she believed of the church. She believed the church was completely hypocritical, and she did not believe that the church acted how they should, which is completely true. In the story, the beauty in the story was that oftentimes even us as people today, we get so high, like on our little high horse, and think that we don't do anything wrong until somebody knocks us down and makes us realize that, hey, maybe we're not acting the way we should, or maybe we don't see how we're acting, so they need a heads up. Well, that's what Mrs. Turpin got. She got a reality check, and which led her down the right path. That is just beauty in itself, because oftentimes we do need to get knocked down to realize what we do and what we say. And just looking at these stories this week, I can definitely tell that beauty is all different types of events, not just physical, not just inner, not just in happy times, it's in hardships as well. So it was really cool reading these stories and seeing how the varieties of beauty are throughout the world.